Welcome once again to Tech Innovation. Today we're revisiting the impactful warnings issued by Jeep CEO Carlos Tavares and navigating through the challenges and uncertainties shaping the electric vehicle market. What's driving the shift, and what does it mean for the future of the automotive landscape? Join us in this very interesting review. Carlos Tavares, the CEO of Jeep, has recently issued a striking warning to all electric vehicle manufacturers. Shut down electric vehicles or go bankrupt by 2030. Yes, friends, electric vehicle companies are on the decline, and no one wants to buy an electric vehicle. Over $4 billion in losses, thousands of electric vehicles gathering dust on dealership lots. The lots and the constant push from political leaders have completely destroyed the future of electric vehicles. Expensive electric vehicles are no longer selling, and the average person is pushing back against electric vehicles more than ever. However, there's another side to this story that no one wants you to know, but Stellantis Jeep CEO Carlos Tavares has now laid it all out. If you thought companies producing electric vehicles were doing well, you may be surprised by what I am about to explain regarding the serious warning issued by Tavares. Let us understand how this all began. Earlier this month, the head of Jeep, Carlos Tavares, delivered a serious message to manufacturers of electric automobiles. His words essentially echoed a sentiment that all would declare bankruptcy by 2030, and presently no one would purchase electric cars. Leave behind exaggerated advertising. Now, this dramatic announcement has potential to reshape the entire landscape of electric vehicles as understood until now. And that is not all, as TVR also disclosed hidden deception occurring now in the industry. But before discussing that further, allow me to explain why the warning was given to everyone. The transition to electrification, a path that many car manufacturers are taking, is not just a technological shift. It's a survival game that he called this Darwinian era, where only the fittest will survive. He believes that most companies are simply making electric vehicles under pressure from political leaders, and most electric vehicles on sale today aren't even practical. With an average price reaching almost $70,000 and poor charging infrastructure, if we let political leaders tell us what to do, why can't we choose for ourselves what's best for our needs? So here's the deal. Making EVs are not cheap. In fact, Tavares points out that many car manufacturers are wasting money on electric vehicles. The cost of producing electric vehicles remains higher than internal combustion engine vehicles. Jeep aims to achieve cost parity between electric vehicles and IC vehicles by 2026, but that's an adjusted RPP to overcome a chasm of financial uncertainty. Ford is losing $36,000 per vehicle sold and just halted production of its F-150 Lightning. GM is doing the same by scrapping a $5 billion deal with Honda to build EVs. Most legacy automakers say EVs are no longer profitable. People have finally realized the true condition of our system, so they're not shelling out the money. And the craziest part is where the government stands in this. On one hand, we have the Biden administration pushing hard for an EV-dominated future, with the goal for 2030 set at a massive 60% of all vehicles sold in the U.S. running on batteries. The target is set to shoot up to 67% by 2032. Biden's push puts the U.S. in a precarious position, highly dependent on China for battery supply. This dependence is not just about batteries. It's about handling control of a significant part of the automotive industry to a foreign power. It's a risky move that could backfire, leaving the U.S. at the mercy of international politics and market forces. On the other end, we have Trump, a gasoline consumer enthusiast who believes people should be able to choose what they buy. This high-stakes drama is compounded by upcoming political events, the U.S. presidential elections and the European Parliament elections in 2024. The outcomes of these elections could dramatically alter the pace at which consumers adopt electric vehicles. Now let's see how Carlos Tavares exposed all electric vehicle manufacturers. He literally said, and I quote, that electric vehicles are destroying the middle class, calling for a purely dogmatic ban on combustion engines. Tavares is concerned about lithium, the vital element in electric vehicle batteries. Despite Stellantis investing a colossal $35.5 billion in electric vehicles, he's questioning the entire electric vehicle game plan. The problem is that lithium and other rare earth metals are scarce, and as demand soars, the prices we're talking about could potentially double the cost of electric vehicles, making them out of reach for the average citizen. Currently, the average sticker price of an electric vehicle is around $60,000, while gasoline-powered cars cost around $48,000. A considerable gap that will only widen if things continue this way. Tavares is basically saying, wake up, people. EVs might not be the golden ticket we thought they were. The EU's ban on combustion engines is adding fuel to the fire. Tavares believes it's forcing people to get rid of their gasoline cars, but Germany is holding back on this ban, perceiving potential dangers, as electric vehicles already cost 40% more than traditional cars. This ban could make prices soar even higher. So what's Tavares' plan? He suggests automakers should launch electric vehicles with only 30 to 60 miles of range, enough to cover most daily driving needs. Beyond that, it's about hybrid systems, not heavy electric vehicle batteries. It's like saying, let's not put all our eggs in the electric vehicle basket. Now let's talk about Jeep. Despite some big wins in the European market, Avenger and Jeep Wrangler 4xe sales have hit a rough patch in 2022. Sales plummeted by 133%, and in the first half of 2023, an additional 12% drop was recorded. It's not just a bump in the road, it's a total slump. With sales at a low, Jeep's arrival with Antonio Velosa, a Stellantis veteran, to replace Christian Munn as the new boss. Velosa has a track record with Fiat, a stint with the Mering Group. It's a clear sign that Jeep is ready for a change of direction. Jeep is not only grappling with internal issues, but facing tough competition from Ford's Bronco, which is eating into Wrangler's market share. Data shows that a significant portion of Wrangler owners are switching to Bronco. It's a tough race, and Jeep is feeling the pressure. Tavares estimates that automakers may have lost money on electric vehicles, a window of only 2 to 3 years before they start collapsing, assuming linear growth in electric vehicle adoption. If growth encounters more obstacles, they might have a slightly longer runway of 5 to 6 years. But make no mistake, time is ticking, and it's ticking fast. The crucial aspect of this whole scenario is the affordability of electric vehicles. Tavares emphasizes that profits must be made with a $25,000 car. If automakers fail to attract middle-class buyers with affordable electric vehicle options, they are setting themselves up for a fall. Electric vehicles are about making electric vehicles accessible to the average citizen. Joe and Jane Jeep are not just watching from the sidelines. They are actively working to reduce costs and lower their break-even point. They have even entered into a joint venture with Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer Zhang Leap Motor Technologies Limited, which has a starting point 30% lower in supply costs compared to its Western counterparts. While Jeep is gearing up for a strong increase in electric vehicle production until 2027 or 28, they are also being cautious. The fear of overcapacity is significant, leading some automakers to withdraw their investments in electric vehicles and delay launches. It's a delicate balance act between being prepared for the electric vehicle boom and not getting caught with excess capacity if the market doesn't grow as expected. Tavares is clear that the final destination of electrification is not changing. Stellantis' strategy, called Ford 2030, aims for $323 billion in annual revenue by the end of the decade. It is expected that 50% of sales in the US and 100% in Europe will be fully electric by 2030, despite leading industry margins. Tavares describes 2023 as not so good, citing weaknesses in various operational areas. This acknowledgement highlights the immense challenges even the most successful automakers face in this transition period. Jeep's new contract with the United Auto Workers offers a glimpse into another aspect of this transition, the human factor. With voluntary severance incentives for U.S. salaried workers and a $50,000 severance package for eligible retirement employees, the company is undergoing transitions not just technological but also human. But the main key here is that instead of relying solely on electric vehicles, we must focus on having more options and bringing cost reduction for the average buyer. Tavares' warning is a wake-up call for the entire automotive industry. The race to electrification is not just about who manufactures the most advanced electric vehicles, but who can also make them profitable and sustainable. Wrapping up our exploration of the changing electric vehicle landscape and insights from Jeep CEO Carlos Tavares, we've delved into the complexities of the electric vehicle market. What lies ahead for the automotive industry, especially in electric vehicles? Will electrification bring a transformative change, or are there intricate factors at play? Thanks for participating in this discussion. If you found this exploration enlightening, support us with a like and subscribe. Your backing helps create a vibrant community, staying updated on the latest developments. Hit the notification bell for upcoming content. Your active involvement is crucial. We await your input and look forward to continuing this journey. Until the next video, stay informed, stay curious, and we'll reconnect soon.